Alright guys, welcome back to Life is Strange Double Exposure. Yes, I know, I've been away from this game for a long time, but there's a reason for that. First of all, I've been busy with a lot of stuff, like trying to catch up on a lot of other things that, I haven't really had the time to return to this game. Second off, the last time I tried recording this, doing, my continuation for Chapter 3, into Chapter 3, you can probably guess what happened. So we're gonna restart the chapter here, because obviously I didn't get a chance to publish my original footage of it. But we're just gonna go ahead and dive right into it and continue with the game. There's also another game that they released recently that I also have to tackle called Lost Records Balloon Rage. I'll probably start that after I finish this game, but this game has been on my back burner for a while, because I obviously have been putting it off and putting it off. But we're gonna go ahead and dive back into it. So let's
open the door. What if we find one was enough? Now we should have stayed blind.
Okay, so we're gonna restart from this scene. Let's see here. I think, yeah, we'll wear that. Chapter 3 is called Spin. I also have to go back to Epic Mickey, because that's another game I've been putting off for a while. So you can expect me to go back to that eventually.
Oh, how is it already morning?
I just recently replayed the first Life is Strange, the very first Life is Strange.
This makes about as much sense as it did
the
last
remastered
night.
version, because I wanted to go for all the platinum stuff.
For the cajillionth time, I've gotta be missing something. No matter what that photo of me suggests, there's no way I shot Safi.
Okay, so
Moses, when this is all over, I'll play as many games of Mana Massive as you want. I swear. I read the beginning. It's annoyingly good. Restraining Order Lucas said Safi once threatened to turn his son against him. That certainly implies some bad blood in their past. But that Lucas was scared of Safi, not out for revenge. None of this is conclusive enough. Is that me? Did I go back in time and do that? It doesn't make any sense. And I would never hurt Safi. Not on purpose. That isn't me. It can't be. There's also that flash drive from Gwen. Maybe something on there will crack the case wide open. Whoever did this had to go to so much trouble. Vin definitely knows more about the cow skull than he's letting on. Plus, there was that photo of him and Safi canoodling. But what does that even mean?
So there are some plot details that I'm kind of fuzzy on, because obviously it's been a while since I touched this game. So I'll need to
I saved Gwen's flash
jog
drive.
my memory.
Better see what's on it. Why on earth did Gwen cancel Sophie's book deal? Didn't she help her to get it in the first place? Before Sophie died, Gwen got her book canceled, and I still don't know why. But that doesn't mean she killed Sophie. Plus, Dead World Gwen seems genuinely torn up over her death. Yeah, the Gwen theory has some holes. I should see what's on Gwen's flash drive before calling it quits. Sorry, Gwen. If there's something useful on this, maybe you'll thank me later.
Alright.
Hold on. She's looking right at the camera, like she knows it's there. Does she want to get caught? Or is this another doppelganger? Maybe if I go object by object, an answer will jump out at me? I have to prove that wasn't me. None of this is adding up. Why would Gwen want to be caught? Coffee. Coffee is friend. Get coffee now. No matter how much I stare at you, you refuse to make sense. Moses?
Hello, Miss Caulfield.
Oh, fuck.
Can I come in?
Hey, it's Sergeant Asshole.
The photo. If he sees that...
I have some questions for you.
Hey, what the fuck, man? You can't just barge in here.
Well, who's barging? I'm just paying a visit to Caledon University's artist in residence. Can a guy appreciate high art? There are just a few details I'm struggling to make sense of.
Go ahead.
Arcadia Bay, where you went to high school, right?
Yes?
A beautiful town with a surprisingly violent story to tell. Not unlike...
Arcadia Bay and Sophie are not connected.
a whole town wiped out by a freak storm. What do you think, Miss Caulfield? Are you the one who's unlucky, or is it just everyone who ever meets you?
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. Arcadia Bay has nothing to do with Sophie.
Ooh, there it is. Touched a nerve? I knew I'd find one if I kept poking around.
Detective, I'm not answering any more of his questions.
What the fuck happened to the telescope, Maxine?
What do you mean?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Someone was in the office with me. I could hear them. I saw Moses in the hallway, but I didn't see you. All right, enough. We're not getting anywhere. This case has been abnormal from the beginning. None of the evidence makes any sense.
At least that's something we can agree on.
But I know why now. Somehow, all this death leads to you.
That's not true.
Asshole.
He saw it. He saw the photo. Stupid, Max. Stupid, stupid. What the hell do I do now? None of this makes any sense. What happened that night? Why the fuck am I in this picture? The old me would have just jumped back in time to the moment this photo was taken. Maybe I still could.
Probably can't do that now, can you? Or can you?
So that's what it feels like to capture the perfect photo.
No.
Feels good. Final.
Safi.
It's here too.
Oh shit, the tornado.
There wasn't a storm the day Safi died.
Maybe we are cursed. You, me, and Maya.
Safi, wait. Who is Maya? What was she talking about?
Stop stalling, Max.
Tell me how to stop this. What do I have to do?
Pull the trigger.
But I kind of feel like it's something Safi wanted to happen.
What? No. No, that wasn't enough time.
It's not gonna let you do it again.
Come on. If I can just... Fuck! Moses, you were right. I don't know how, but you were. I have to tell him. Everything.
Alright. This is the moment we got to before that happened. I'll give you an explanation, or as much of one as I have. Meet me at the Overlook. Really, Max? There? I know it doesn't make sense. I'll do my best. Please. Fine. Thank you. Okay.
Moses is waiting for me up there. Hopefully.
I just want to look around for like any like
So that's what it
collectibles,
feels like
too.
to capture the perfect photo.
It's here too. Maybe we are cursed. Pull the trigger.
I don't remember, how do you shift realities again? This is how you scan.
I have to do this. I have to go back up there. To the Overlook, Max. One foot in front of the other.
I'm going there, I'm just making sure there's no collectibles.
This is where the police tape was yesterday. Did the cops take it down on Alderman's orders?
Okay, that's how you do it. Got it.
I have to do this. I have to go back up there.
And you can only do it at those spots. Okay, understandable.
He's not here. Yet. Let's give him a few minutes. Maybe wait. I know Safi would have something poetic to say about this. If only. He's not here. Yet. Let's give him a few minutes. Maybe wait on the bench.
It's kind of interesting. Like they have like designated spots that you can like use the power at.
Might as well gather my thoughts before Moses gets here.
Copyright.
What if he doesn't come? I couldn't blame him. I killed his best friend. What does that say about me? That any version of me, could do something like that? He's probably not coming.
Diamond knows where I am and who I'm meeting. So don't do anything stupid.
I deserved that.
You wanted to talk. So talk. Tell me the truth. Tell me why you did it.
I don't know why.
You were right. I shot Sophie. But I can't tell you why, because I don't know the answer myself.
No reason you could give would be good enough.
Moses, wait! I asked you to come here so I could show you proof. Something is weird about this place. Look. These flowers. What are the odds they'd bloom in the middle of winter? Exactly in the shape of Sophie's body?
5 minutes and then I leave.
Okay. So, what if I told you there's this other timeline where Sophie is alive and I can travel between this timeline and that one?
4 minutes.
I know that it sounds insane. But I can show you. I'll hop from this timeline to the other. You'll see me, poof, disappear.
Yeah, to some magical fantasy world where you didn't kill Sophie, right?
It's not a fantasy world. It's connected to this one. If I try to, I can even see the other one from here.
Wait, you can see across them?
And here, too.
So if you disappear or whatever, and I do something while you're gone,
I can tell you what it was when I come back. And then you'll believe me?
it'd be a start.
Okay. Okay, deal. All right. There's a chance Moses will believe me.
Okay.
First, I gotta hop over to the other timeline.
Ready? Watch this.
Now to see what Moses is up to on the... Shit. I think Moses is too stunned to do anything. Let me jump back over to make sure I didn't break him.
He's like, whoa, what the hell? Hello again.
Max? Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit.
I'm sorry if I upset you.
Upset me? Are you kidding? You did something physics says should be impossible. Is impossible.
So you believe me?
Yes. And no. You disappeared. Max, literally. I completely forgot to do anything.
Okay. Let's try it again.
All right.
Ready when you are.
Poof, I'm a ghost.
Okay, let's try this again.
Machine Angle. Did I say angle? Machine Angel Psychic Storm. How about you snap back to where he was?
What did I do when you were away?
And then you said, Machine Angel Psychic Storm.
Yep. That's what I did. Wow. I mean,
Yeah, near as I can tell, Safi's death is where the timelines split. I think her absence is the only difference between the two.
I guess that could be a big enough event to lead to...
You okay?
So Safi's alive over there, huh?
She is. And she's...
Don't say happy. We both know that would be a lie.
You're right.
When you see her again, can you give her something for me?
The bottle cap? How did you...
Safi slipped it back to me that night. Found it in my equipment. When you give that to her, tell her to stay safe, Max. Make her swear to it.
I will. Promise. But I think she's going to need our help.
What do you mean?
When I was a teenager, I could rewind time. Just raise my hand and undo everything that had just been done.
Okay.
And if I had a photo, I could go back even farther.
Wait. Could. Past tense?
Never worked how I hoped.
I know it sounds like it must have been amazing. But Moses, the things I caused to happen, just having a power doesn't necessarily give you mastery over it.
One of many lessons gleaned from X-Men comics.
The point is, I stopped using it, and now it barely works.
Okay, but there's a photo of you from that night with a gun. You're saying that could be the future you? Even though you can't do that anymore?
This morning I tried rewinding into that photo. It felt like trying to flex an atrophied muscle. Nothing made sense. But I was there, in the past. Safi mentioned Maya, and oh God, the storm.
Max?
Look, there's a timeline where, for some reason, I shot Safi. This one. And there's a timeline where I didn't. I feel like, intentionally or not, these two worlds exist because of a decision I'm going to have to make.
Holy shit.
Moses, I've been here before. When I could rewind, it broke time. People got hurt. I can't let what happened in Arcadia Bay happen here too.
Okay. First look at the crime scene is inconclusive. I'll need some further insight into Miss Llewellyn Fayette's mental state. Not to call a shot prematurely, but if this isn't suicide, I'd put money on a Mr. Moses Murphy, friend of the deceased, being the perp. I need to introduce myself to Mr. Murphy.
He's talking like he hasn't already met you. Like he's...
Alderman from yesterday. An alderman that already happened? Max, this is really bad. Time isn't supposed to act this way.
It appears something was removed from her person post-mortem. Maybe the camera her mother mentioned.
We need to get the hell out of here.
Hello.
Returning to the scene of the crime? Amateur hour shit. How'd I let a couple of small-time fuck-ups like you get under my skin?
What do you want?
What do you want from us?
I thought I wanted some evidence. Close this fucking case and celebrate with a nice cigar. And then I got my evidence. That little photo of you with the gun. And you know what I realized? Not a fucking soul would believe me. You're going to pay for what you've done, Maxine Caulfield. And I'm here to collect.
Well, shit.
Help me! Please, help me! Max, watch out!
Well,
Have to help me.
damn! Fucking sucker punched him.
Did I kill him?
You had to. Would have been you otherwise. Max, if this spreads to campus, if our colleagues, our friends, our students get devoured like this,
I can just stop using my powers.
it started with Safi. Maybe if we can figure out why she died, then maybe we can prevent all of this.
That's what I've been trying to do. The whole day I've been talking to people and spying on them and taking their stuff.
Hey, Safi mentioned Maya, right? When you rewound?
Right. What do you think Maya has to do with all this?
No idea. Maya was before my time. But Gwen Hunter might know more than me. She was Safi's mentor during all that mess.
Gwen. Gotta go talk to Gwen.
All right.
I'm still shaking. Alderman was, and then he just wasn't. And Moses and I were standing so close. But I'm here now. I'm here. I'm all right.
So obviously we suspect that Gwen might have something to do with
Okay,
whatever's happening.
talk to Gwen, see what she knows about Maya, and while I'm at it, I'd like to know why she killed Sophie's book deal.
Audrey? I'm worried about Kim.
So am I. None of my attempts to reach out have yielded results. You?
Nope. She's still not answering any of my calls. I think she's blocking them.
Gwen's office. Let's see what I can find out from her. One of Sophie's former students, I guess.
Dr. Hunter, first and foremost, my condolences. I know you and Sophie are close. You don't know me, there's no reason you would. I know it might be inappropriate to come to you with this, but I frankly don't know what else to do. Before her death, Sophie was helping me. I know as a member of the LGBT community yourself.
It takes me ages to comment on one student photo. I can't imagine having to grade exams. Is that Sophie's book? Hey, Gwen.
Max. No conversations for you to conveniently overhear this time. Sorry to disappoint.
Actually, I need to talk to you about Sophie. No reason to beat around the bush. I know you got Sophie's book deal canceled.
Shit.
What I don't understand is why.
You really have a knack for learning shit you're not supposed to know, you know that?
So I've been told.
Well then. No use fighting the inevitable. What do you want to know?
Why do it to Sophie?
That book meant the world to Sophie. You had to know that losing it would break her heart.
Of course I did. I busted my ass to help Sophie get that deal in the first place. Introduced her to my agent, my publisher, lobbied for her. I don't regret it. That book was good.
This keeps getting weirder and weirder.
So you got the deal and then you killed it?
Let me get this straight. You helped Sophie get the deal, and then you killed it?
If it had to be done, it made sense for me to do it. You know, I brought you into this world, etc.
That didn't help.
So, what did you tell the publisher that made them nix the deal?
I told them there was incendiary content in the book. Which was true. It would have harmed a lot of people. Sophie included.
Sophie's book was incendiary? How? What was it about?
You really don't have an off switch, do you?
Just answer the question, bitch.
How much did Sophie tell you about Maya Okada?
Gwen's bringing up Maya? Time to pay attention.
Only a little.
Not a lot. I know they were friends.
Understatement of the year. The two of them were like the creepy twins in The Shining. You never saw one without the other. And that Vin Lang kid. Used to follow the two of them around like a lost puppy. But then, Maya took her own life.
Shit.
And that's what Safi wrote about in her book?
Maya's death and everything around it. Her anger at her mom for even thinking of Caledon when she'd just lost a soulmate. Ultimately, I realized it wasn't worth putting Yasmin and Safi through all that again. I made a call. I don't know if it was the right one, but it was one I made.
Sounds like Yasmin can tell me more about Maya. I'll have to be tactful.
One last thing. Is that Safi's manuscript?
Oh, part of it, why?
Can I read it?
No. That's where I draw the line. I don't trust you not to dig up old graves. Jesus. I've spilled too much already. Let's call this conversation over. Huh?
Well, time to shift realities.
Now I'm even more convinced there's something important in that manuscript.
Alright, well.
How do I get my hands on a copy?
I know one way. Haha!
Gotcha.
All the daughters we don't talk about Safi Fayyad.
Reading Safi's manuscript after all this feels like, I don't know, being hit by a tidal wave.
A million miles. Beneath my feet she still lies in her Sunday clothes. We killed her with our own hands. I mean our lack of hands. I killed her with my voice. I mean my lack of voice. Maya's book was like a child or a tumor or a rising beast within her. On the first page she wrote that she was drowning, and by the time she finished, she was drowned. Laws of physics. The drowned always surface. What isn't spoken still exists. You can chop her up and sell her for parts, but her ghost remains whole. Floating there in the corner of my kitchen, giving me that familiar look. The one that says, unstitch the binding, let the pages fall out, fluttering like birds shot down. The one that says, take him for everything he's got, and then some.
Whatever happened with Maya was explosive. Let's see what Yasmin has to say about her.
Okay. So we gotta shift back.
Would you mind closing it behind you, Max?
And then come here to shift to the living world again. Alright, so we gotta find Yasmin.
Sorry, Yasmin, but I'll need to interrupt your downtime with some questions.
Alright.
Hi, Yasmin.
Maxine, how are you? I was worried after your nosebleed yesterday.
Like I said, I get those all the time.
Still, be careful. Small symptoms can be signs of larger problems. A toothache can mean a heart attack.
I'm gonna try not to think about that too hard.
Huh.
I was hoping we could talk.
Come, sit.
Will Gwen be fired?
I heard about what happened to Dr. Hunter.
Yes,
Would you really fire her?
that depends on the findings of the committee. It's out of my hands now.
Seen Safi today?
Have you seen Safi today?
No. We're meeting later this afternoon. I can tell her you were looking for her.
Did Safi tell you her book deal was cancelled?
What? No. How was she when she found out?
Not sure, but I bet she was devastated.
Oh, Safia. I'll be sure to talk to her about this.
Let's talk about Maya.
I wanted to ask you about something. Have you heard of a student named Maya Okada?
Of course. She took her own life. 4 years ago. A horrible tragedy.
That woman start the transition. You're in a good mood. Let's talk about a dead person.
I think Safi's book was cancelled because it was about Maya.
Impossible. Safia didn't even know Maya.
Did Yasmin just lie to me? Do I call her out? She'll be pissed, but I can cut straight to the point. Or should I go along with it and see what narrative she's trying to spin?
God. What a choice to make. I mean, we have the proof that she knew Maya, that Safi knew Maya. So I feel like calling her out is probably the better option because, like, if she says, like, you can't possibly know that, we have the copy of the manuscript. We have the proof.
Everyone I've talked to says Safi and Maya were joined at the hip. You had to have known that.
Are you implying I'm lying?
Just stating a fact.
I'm not implying anything, but I've seen Safi's manuscript. It's explicitly about what happened to Maya.
Oh, so you're an expert now on Safia's past. Never mind the context, the circumstance. Safia had nothing to do with what happened to Maya Okada. Whatever else may be true, that is the bottom line.
Not saying she did.
What happened was messy and painful. You're Safia's friend. Surely you understand the need to protect her from rumors and gossip.
She want protection?
Safi's resilient. Shouldn't she decide if she wants protection?
Safi is my child. Whether she wants my protection or not, she will have it. Frankly, it shocks me you don't realize this. Vin understood immediately.
What does Vin have to do with this?
Obviously, you won't stop digging. So go ask him yourself.
So now we gotta talk to Vin and get more answers from Vin.
Wow, I guess I should talk to Vin.
Ask Moses about Vin and Maya. See anything about Vin's ties to Maya's death? What happened to Maya predates me, but Safi told me once that Vin didn't make a statement after she died. Hang on. He said Maya was an incredibly talented writer, but she also had mental health problems. We tried to get her the help she needed, but that didn't work. If we'd known it was as bad as it was, we would have done more. Does that help? It does. Moses, you're a gem.
He's probably in the admin building.
Hey, sport? We're just gonna walk past me without saying hello?
Really, sport?
Sport?
Yeah. I'm trying out middle-aged white dad slang nowadays. Is it working?
Sure. What are you doing on campus?
Just going on a coffee run?
But your coffee's better at the Turtle. This one tastes like ass.
Enough about me. What are you doing here?
I work here.
No. I mean, I just saw you talking to President Fayyad. What were you talking about?
Sure.
I was asking her about Safi and her relationship with a student named Maya Okada.
Oh. Why?
It's kind of a long story, but it's for something important.
This guy's always falling for you, isn't it?
You have no idea.
Well, I'll leave you to your something important. See you around, Tiger.
See ya, Amanda.
I forgot, in this reality, like, they never had... I don't think they ever had their date.
He's probably in the admin building.
They only had their date in the dead reality, like, before Safi died. Where they were supposed to have their date, and then it never happened because Safi died. And then, obviously Amanda came over to comfort her.